Dungeon Doom Hands. Let's talk
here.
lore.
I got a list
podcast.
of Underdweller names. Here we go. Welcome back. Let's talk lore. Every episode from now on, we're going to be creating one NPC to be used. And this session, we're going to be, I don't know if you can see it, the non-player characters, the Game Master's Book of Non-Player Characters. Very good book. Very knowledgeable. This is the name on it is Jeff Ashworth. I know he's had some help on it too, but these collections are awesome. So, Chris, without further ado, will you please roll me a first name?
First name?
Yeah. Roll me 1d20.
1d20. Using my Doom Hand d20.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
A 13.
13. Lucky 13. His first name or her first name is Dimly. D-I. And last name, Chris, you're doing the rolling as I said. Next time I will do the rolling.
Okay. No, a different die. Dimly, number 18.
Dimly Axson. Spelled exactly
Dimly
like
Axson.
that. And we've decided that this character will be from Striad to make it easy for us to show you how to play it in real time next weekend. Actually, next Monday. This coming Monday, rather. So let's get into Dimly Axson. There are 4 types of races she could be. There's a Ceramorph, there's a gnome, there's a dwarf, and then there's the other Mind Flayer colony. That's what's present right now, and there's a 5th one. There's a drow. But let's leave it with the 4. Ceramorph of the Vessel colony, which is the gray Mind Flayers. There's the gnomes. There's the what did I say? The dwarves and the Strezzel colony. So why don't you roll me a d4?
No, you roll d4.
I'll roll a d4.
I rolled the name. You got to roll now.
Roll the person. Okay. What if he comes up as a Strezzel colony bad guy? That would be hilarious.
Then that's perfect.
It's the inside job. All right, here we go. Wow. Okay, so she is a dwarf.
Dwarf?
Yeah. Now I've got to figure out how dwarves. Got a 3 on that. Now I got to figure out how dwarves work their way into the. Okay, so Dimly Axson, the dwarf. So tell me about him. What does he like to do in Striad, the Underdark crystal?
So my understanding of dwarves are they tend to like to be around other dwarves. So this one's going to be a loner searching out something like an apprenticeship that you can't really get with other dwarves. So it's something unique and special, or there's something like really crazy about this one that they can't be around them.
Why don't you flip a coin, 1 or 2? You know what? I'll flip a coin. Heads or tails? Do we have it?
Just go even odd. Pick a die, even odd.
Okay. So I'll do even odd. Is he from Striad, or is he a trader or whatever from somewhere else? 1, he is from Striad, or 2, he's from outside. 2, he's from outside. So he's not from Striad.
Correct.
Okay. So Striad is coincidentally located, I don't know how far the Underdark is. He could be a Trigard trader of some kind.
Yeah, question for you. What's the age range of a dwarf? A couple hundred years in your world?
I always like to have people older than, but what if dwarves were only 35 years old, then they died? I would say like 210 is a good
average.
Year. Yeah.
Average. Okay, well, roll me
I gotta write that.
D100.
I gotta write dwarves 210 average lifespan. That's my thing. D100.
So yeah, Dimly, and then I'll roll a D4.
So the D4 is a 4.
Okay. So 4 times whatever your roll is your age.
Let me see here. It is 26. That's a
Four times 26.
young lad. A young lad, but that makes sense. Now,
Oh, so 104?
wait, 1d6. So he was 4 plus 26, right?
You rolled a D100
I rolled a d100 for 26.
for 26.
Yeah.
And then multiply it by the 4.
Oh, shit. Okay, I didn't realize that.
So it was 104. But
Yeah,
he's still young.
He's still a young lad.
Yeah.
All right. Dimly. Okay, so Dimly Axon.
Why is this young lad?
Right, we're not from Straiad. He's mid-aged. He's 104 years old, and he's looking for. And there's also this other book, or it might be the same. This is the funniest part about this NPC book that we got, or we're trying out rather. Here, wants and needs. Why don't you roll me? Now, this is his secret want.
Okay.
It doesn't have anything to do with why he's in Straiad. But you got to figure Straiad is a place of crystal. It's a place of trade. It is a very peaceful town. It's the only peaceful town that you've come across as a person in our actual world and in the Dungeons and Dragons community where mind flayers and gnomes are getting along. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's a relatively peaceful place. We do know that there's an underarching theme of Shrezel blue mind flayers coming to kill everyone, but we won't get into that until we actually play there. So why don't you roll me a D? Yeah, that's for next Monday. Why don't you roll me D20 for his? I'm gonna flip the page because there's another page here. Go ahead and give me a D20 for his wants and needs.
An 8.
He is obsessed with building a vessel that can move underwater. Loves underwater stuff. So he's obsessed with submarines. And that's funny. It's fitting because, like, there's a lot of lakes in the Underdark, and I haven't quite figured out how to handle lakes because, when you get, how you get to the bottom of the ocean or the salt separates, there's those underwater lakes. You swim underwater and there's those underwater lakes. I feel like those are the type of lakes that are in the Underdark. Like the really like salty, maybe whatever. Okay, so he has a secret obsession with underwater. Now, Chris, why is he in Straiad? Is he a trader?
To apprentice with the craftsman that we've already met.
Oh, wow! He's gonna apprentice. Look at that guy.
He's obsessed with building like this underwater thing, this technology. In that time, it's like you go to this guy for it. That's what the whole town said. So
there is a dwarf. Can I reach my? I can. There's a dwarf who goes by the name of XYZ. I will leave him over there.
Yeah.
The last time we played, the group went up to him, and then got to remember, they went back in time to a dwarf craft shop, and they dropped down these plans for some type of ship, but they also were trying to get upgrade their armor, and they met this awesome. I guess he's not a locksmith, but
he's an artisan.
Yeah, he's an artisan.
A blacksmith, craftsman.
Perfect. So he wants to meet him and do his deal. Okay, that's good. Did you have something else? Yeah.
Well, I was thinking the way that came about, I'm like, well, if this guy loves underwater stuff, he could probably work on like a spaceship. And we gave the plans to a spaceship to that guy, so
how far back did we go in time?
100 years.
100 years is plenty of time to build a spaceship. We did that. Okay, so brief. Just how about this? How about one last thing? Always carrying. Let's see.
Is there a table, or can I make something up?
Make something up. I'd rather have it.
A monocle on a cane, like a Mr. Peanut.
Monocle on cane?
No. He has a monocle and a little cane, just like a Mr. Peanut.
Okay, so
but no
there's a backstory to why he's limping. But he's got a monocle on a cane?
A monocle and a cane.
And it can't. Okay, so he's only missing the top hat.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then this one you have to roll. Brief description.
Okay.
D20.
That was solid 13.
Wow, 13 again. Wow, okay, so this is it. Summary of Dimly Axon from... Where did we say he was from?
Oh, we didn't. I'd say...
It's safe to say from Trigard, no?
Yeah, I was going to say Trigard.
Dimly Axon from Trigard 100 years ago. Because we are operating in the past. Keep that in mind.
Oh.
He is 104 years old. He's trying to find and apprentice with the dwarf that we gave the spaceship plans to. He walks around with a monocle and a cane. He's got a sick backstory if you ask him before you kill him. Matt always kills every NPC we create. He has a sick obsession with submarines. He wants to build a ship. He has a sick obsession with submarines and wants to figure out how to I guess build them to float. That's his dream. And he also, with a 13, I guess he's strong too, because it says, with popping veins and a mouth frothing with excitement. So he's got to be probably very annoying. Let me tell you about the submarine. And it's like overexcited. I'm right, overexcited. And that is Dimly Axon. And I hope someone out there uses Dimly Axon in their game other than us.
Well, it's a character created for our world.
It's true. But someone else could roll the where. It just fit in perfectly.
Well, then let's make Dimly Axon a glorious NPC, one to be remembered and traverse realms.
Let's do that right. Yes. With that said, should we real quick just over or under roll a D4 to see how many sessions it's going to take for him to die? What do you think?
Here I'm gonna
place a little wager on it.
Dimly Axon will be a great champion, so let's do this. Let's roll stats for Dimly Axon, and then number of sessions.
Okay, Dimly Axon.
So if Dimly Axon needs them, we have them, and they're rolled. We'll go down the line.
Strength.
So you roll your 46.
This is intense. All right. 46. 16 strength.
16 strength?
Yeah.
Oh, minus drop the lowest one.
That's 15 strength.
15 strength. All right. It's not bad. It's good.
That's pretty good. That's
Bulging
great.
veins.
Bulging veins.
So dexterity and 11.
So he's not very... He's too frothy at the mouth. Constitution.
You.
Wow. That's an 11.
Not bad.
Not bad. That's not... I mean, like, he passes most. Yeah.
So, intelligence.
Should be... I mean, he's a submariner.
I got a 6 and 3 1s. So that's an 8.
All right, so maybe his submarine is going to sink. You never know.
Well, no, I was thinking the reason for his limp is he wasn't so smart and tested one of his things and had an injury from it.
It might be that you guys go back into the future if you guys get there and don't die and just see a big picture of this underwater ship exploding, and the title of it is Dimly. All right, wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wow, not good. That's a 7. I mean, listen, you can't be that smart when you're going down in the Underdark. You're like, you know what? Trigard is the most advanced civilization that we know of. Let me go down into the ground and start. He probably dug there with a shovel.
Well, why do you think they kicked him out of Trigard? And he has to go searching the Underdark for a teacher. All right. Charisma. Oh my god. 16.
Wow. So he's very charismatic. That's why he's there. See? Like,
is the monocle and the cane?
Yeah, someone saw him digging outside of Trigard and he was just digging. They're like, he's so stupid. The guards are like, why don't you dig and you'll get there? And he's like, okay, no problem. And then but he was so strong that every dig that he did, so much earth would come up. And then it started gathering people around like, hey, man, what are you doing? But he was so charismatic that he got them to dig it for him. But he's also stupid and realized that this whole mission is... this whole world-building process is fantastic. I don't want to say if he's stupid or not. He could also be dimly...
He could have a magic item that helps him out.
It's true. Like a smart ring or something like that.
The headband of intelligence.
All right, so that was the first one. This title of this episode, guess what? Dimly Axon. From wherever you want. You can use him. He's fantastic. He's 104. That's actually young. But when you guys go back into the future, he's going to be old.
No, he's going to be average age.
Oh, he's in his prime.
Yep.
Well, he's got a sick, weird fetish for submarines, which we'll have to figure that out. He's not necessarily... I don't even know how he knows what a submarine is. Until next time, viewers, thanks for watching. Please leave us some comments about your NPC builds, and let us know if you want any particular race or class built. We're happy to do this. We're going to do this every single session. Dimly Axon. See you next time.